interview for with your friend?
It's like marketing material.
Okay.
Put it on the website.
Okay.
So,
Right. Hi, I'm here, guys, with Ethan today.
what's up?
How's it going, Ethan? This is the imaginary microphone, okay?
It's been a good day so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice hat. I like that too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very cowboy.
I know. When it all started, my name is actually Ethan Wayne.
Okay.
Did you read about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was named after John Wayne's son. And when you Google him, he comes up, and he was on those soap operas. There's just a bunch of photos of him like making out with women from those TV shows. So I figured, well, that's no good. If people Google me, they're just gonna see him doing that. So in 2022, I decided to change my name to Ethan Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, in the summer.
Why is it blue? Is short for blue, the color?
That's my favorite color. Yeah, I was thinking about all kinds of names, like maybe Hunter or Jackson. I don't know, I probably had a list of 50 different names.
Okay.
I like the
But
idea of Hunter.
going back to the color blue, what shade of blue though?
Probably Cobalt, I think
Okay.
is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also like indigo quite a bit. Somewhere between that, like indigo and cobalt.
Okay, that's very specific, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I started with this like squeegee technique, and the gallery owner here, when I was the art director, she said if you can paint with this squeegee, with this blue paint,
Okay.
then maybe I'll represent you. So that's what I did. I got all the blue paint out and I just started painting with squeegees. And she's like, this is amazing.
Do you have any material of that, like any pictures?
I do. Yeah, quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the first blue paintings I sold was called Blue Toro.
Okay.
And then another one was called Heart. And then Too Cool for Blue. And then Coral. Those were some of my first squeegee paintings. But it was inspired from this French artist that we used to represent. He saw that I was doing it, and then all of a sudden, I had an enemy in France that was like harassing me for a while.
Okay.
And he was all upset that I was like using squeegees and blue paint and stuff. Even though like my work was looking a lot different, and there's like thousands of different squeegee artists out there. One of the most famous is Gerhard Richter. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, he's known for gigantic squeegees. He makes paintings that are like 50 feet tall.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think he's the wealthiest living artist today, if he's still alive. He may have passed away within the last couple of years.
Interesting.
He was getting up there. So yeah, if there were some great artists that my work is similar to, it would be Gerhard Richter and then Mark Rothko.
Okay.
Okay.
Taking notes mentally.
Yeah, and then my thing is circles, but usually gradient circles. And the circles were inspired from meditation. I meditated for the first time in 2013, and I saw a pulsing circle.
Okay. In
Right
your
around-
first time meditating?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's a lot of progress for,
Yeah, I always was curious about meditation. And
But
so-
why? Why are you curious about that?
Why was I curious?
Yeah.
I was reading books about it. I'd never done it, and there was just a lot of people claiming benefits for it.
Did you feel like the necessity kind of thing?
Necessity?
Yeah.
That's a good question. No, not really.
Because
I wasn't like, when I did it, I wasn't dealing with like anxiety or depression.
Yeah, so most of people that I know, they started because of that, like mental illness and some sort of way to like calm themselves down,
Yeah.
get grounded. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it helps with that. So from what I understand is, when I see this pulsing circle, that's when the brain goes from the beta to the alpha state. The alpha state is the flow state, where you're fully present and immerse in the activity that you forget about everything else. Athletes might call it the zone. Musicians might say that as well. So that's my typical goal.
That is so cool. It's
Yeah.
very meaningful.
Yeah, so I paint that circle that I see, and the Mindfulness Circles series became the best-selling series in the gallery in like 2022, and it inspired me to open the gallery.
I can see why, yeah.
And you know, it's meant to put you in a calm and tranquil place, although some are more energetic and stimulating,
Mm-hmm.
the more colorful, vibrant ones.
Yes.
So that's the circles, and they just continue to get a little bit better, I think. Bigger, different, more color palettes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using, not just squeegees anymore, but maybe 40 different brushes while I make one. A lot of cleanup to do afterwards. And so it started as a mindfulness art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
When I took it over
2023, you said?
at the end of 2022 is when I took it over, which was also when I changed my name from Ethan Wayne to Ethan Blue.
Okay. So it was like a whole new chapter kind of thing.
It was, yeah, and I was art director for 3 years here,
Mm-hmm.
and then the former owner, she got married and just decided she didn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to do it, and I wasn't sure if I should. Never made any money,
Mm-hmm.
and but I really liked it a lot. So I took a risk, and instead of having like 15 different artists on the wall, then like immediately it was just all my art,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just been working.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
lots of hummingbirds.
I love the hummingbirds too. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nice. Why
lots of
hummingbirds though?
Well, I painted my first hummingbird in the pool house of one of the Eagles from the band.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Walsh, lead guitarist, played for the Eagles. In, I don't know, 2015, I was painting a golden eagle, and then I ended up at the horse ranch in Encinitas that was owned by the Walsh family.
Okay.
Ended up moving in there, so it was like kind of like foreshadowing. Just painting that golden eagle was almost like I sort of attracted that into my life.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time I was doing hair,
Oh wow.
and I was serving food at night because I had just gotten out of hair school,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured I would just do hair for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Finished hair school when I was about 30.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. And I had my own little studio, and I was working for myself, and I was building my clientele, and it was going good. And then I think it was early 2016, I hurt my knee at work one night and tore my meniscus, had a surgery like 6 months later, and it didn't work. I wasn't better, and I would like do hair, and after a couple hours my leg would go numb on me.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing hair for like 5 years after hair school, and every time I would do it for a few months, and then it would just like hurt too much.
Mm-hmm.
So then I didn't really know what I was gonna do, but during that time I was painting some hummingbirds, and I did sell a hummingbird painting. Painted the first hummingbird painting in the pool house of the Eagle, Joe Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody bought it. I remember asking myself, I wonder how I can make hummingbirds for a living.
Mm-hmm.
So just kept making them and making them. And so, that represents like little miracles in our lives.
Yeah. I'm from Brazil, right? And in Brazil, we say that they bring good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every week people come in to the gallery and they look at my paintings, and then they tell me how they believe that their ancestors are communicating to them from the other side through hummingbirds.
Okay.
And I've had so many experiences like that myself. Last summer I was painting hummingbirds outside the gallery, and a couple walked by and they said, wow, we really like that painting a lot. But they didn't stop. They went to their dinner reservation at Rare Society. They called the gallery. No one ever really calls the gallery. And they said, hey, we really like that hummingbird painting. Can you send us images and pricing? So I texted them. I went back outside on the blue bench out there, and I looked at the painting, and I was done with it. I just kept looking at it, and all of a sudden I heard the word beautiful over and over, like on repeat. And then all of a sudden I got like hit with this wave of emotion, and I started to cry. And I've never cried after a painting. I didn't know why I was, but like 10 minutes into crying, I heard a voice say, you're crying because you just painted someone's child that passed away.
Oh, wow.
So I cried more, and then I heard a voice say, it's not called Tiny Dancers anymore. It's called Your Soul Will Dance on the Wings of Forever. So I probably cried for like a half an hour.
Dude, you're channeling, like, big time.
Yes. And so, I hadn't had an experience like that though before. Had other things, but that one was really big. And the couple never texted me back, but they walked in, it was dark out around 8:30, and they said, where's the painting? So I brought them the back, and it was drying on the ground. And then they looked at each other, and their jaws dropped, and then she looked at me, and she said, we love this painting so much, it reminds us of our daughter that passed away. And I said, I heard that like a couple hours ago, and I had this wild emotional experience, and I heard a voice tell me that, and then we like all broke down and stuff, and they ended up getting that one and another one that night. And so I've had a few hummingbird experiences.
Wow, that's very deep, honestly.
Have you had that?
I'm feeling right now. Channeling like that. Yeah, sometimes.
What about hummingbirds?
Not with hummingbirds, just I can feel their presence for sure, but never got a message so directly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't had one like that either.
Oh, wow.
So let's see. You asked me how I started the gallery.
Yes. No, I actually asked you why you're okay. So you're talking about hair, right? How did you do the transition? Like, was like this process? How did it work for you?
To go from like hair to working
Yeah,
hair.
because it's a big switch, huh?
So luckily, I had probably 20 years worth of sales experience. I started my own little lawn care business when I was 16, the Garden of Ethan, and then I did lawn care and landscaping for like 12 years in Chicagoland, and then out here as well. And I kind of got burnt out on that. I figured I'd probably do it forever because that's all I knew. But I knew I didn't want to do it forever. And I had a lot of sales experience.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I finished doing hair, didn't really know what I was gonna do. I was still hurt. So I was like Ubering, I was doing some mobile hair. I had a Prius, so I would like go to people's homes and like do some hair, sitting down, very like low impact. And then I was like designing closets for people, designing and selling closets for a little while, for like 6 months.
You have so many like different random skills, you know.
Yeah, the big ones would be like landscape design, contracting, hair, and then painting. It's like the main things that I've done.
Do you think that they combine in some way, like the skills that you learn from all of them?
I think they're all creative.
Okay.
And I think there was always this artist inside of me that didn't know how to get out of me, and it took a long time. I didn't know that I could draw until I was 30.
Oh, wow.
And I was in hair school and I figured that out. I asked my friend who's an artist, I said, how do you draw? And she said, look at something and then just draw the outline of it and then fill in the rest. And then something clicked and I was doing it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can draw. I had this t-shirt on. It was Abraham Lincoln with a mohawk, and I loved it. And so I looked at it. It was sitting here, and I looked at it and I tried to draw it, and I did it. It was the first drawing painting I ever did. It's still in the bathroom back there. And so then I just realized, oh my gosh, I can draw. And then for some reason I can paint too. And realized that when I was like 30. So any chance I got, I would just paint. And then I painted a lot when I was recovering from knee surgery in the pool house because I couldn't walk, so I needed something to keep myself busy, so I just decided to paint. And then there was this yoga studio. They saw one of my paintings. I did a painting with an elephant blowing smiley faces out of its trunk.
Okay.
And I put it on social media, and there was a yoga studio manager that loved it. And she said, we need a new artist for the yoga studio. Can you make 6 paintings right away for us? So one of those paintings I made was a hummingbird, and it was the best one in the show. And that's when I really just committed to hummingbirds. Yeah, painted hundreds of hummingbirds so far. So let's go back to your original question. How did I get here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was doing the closet stuff. I was in this weird transition place where I was like doing a little Ubering, a little closet design. It was like a full-time closet job. And I remember they gave me like 12 appointments 1 month for closet designs, and I went to all of them and I designed all the closets and I sold every appointment. And that's kind of rare to sell that many in a month. And I made like $3,000, and then I realized I'm never going to be able to make a living selling closets. So I better figure something else out. So I was like, okay, well, what would I really want to do? Which I think we should all ask ourselves that all the time. Commit to that. I was like, well, I would want to work in an art gallery or in the arts. So I just started on Indeed looking for jobs, and I saw this one and I applied for it. And then the next day I got hired, and mainly because I had so much sales experience and I had passion for art. And then I worked for her for like 3 years, which is really where I learned how to sell art on a big scale.
What do you think is like the biggest difference between selling art and selling anything else?
Quite a bit. The person has to like it or love it, usually love it, and they won't get it unless that happens. Like I've never been able to talk anybody into liking any of my art. So that's the biggest difference. It's not a need, it's a luxury item, it's a want. And then sometimes it is a need because wealthy people with large homes need to put artwork in their homes to make it aesthetically pleasing to the eye, interior design, which increases their value of the home and just makes the collector feel happy in their environment. So, you know, a lot of my paintings are designer centric. They speak to the design world, very abstract. For galleries, 72% of the paintings sold in a gallery are abstract paintings. And I would argue that abstract paintings are more designer. Okay, the subject matter is random. Okay, versus like a portrait, the subject is a person. So I paint a lot of abstract.
Okay.
And I like painting abstract a lot. Heard somebody say before that being an abstract painter is like being a jazz musician, where you're just painting by feel and intuition.
Yeah.
So I prefer to paint that way. I don't like to look at things, people, objects, and paint them. That's how I started. but I prefer the randomness of
Okay.
abstract painting and painting by feeling and expression.
Because you think you can express yourself better, is that it?
For me, it just feels more pure and real, like capturing my feelings, maybe my spirit soul on a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Feels more authentic to me.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to put my feelings on a painting. Yeah, I like that. And then the randomness.
Okay. Okay, we talk about like people loving your work. What if people hate it?
And they don't buy it.
Okay, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the answer, but like how do you feel about that?
I don't care.
But have you ever cared?
Never. Never care.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's
Yeah.
related to the fact that it's authentic, and because it's authentic, it's like very much you expressing yourself, and so it's something that's not, it cannot be translated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I'm very grateful to be a full-time artist and a gallerist and do what I do. Part of that is being authentic,
Mm-hmm.
putting something out there that impacts people in a positive way is an intention of mine. I strive for that. And it works. Not everyone's gonna like your stuff, and I don't think you want everybody to like your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard musically this compared to the Bee Gees and Led Zeppelin one time. Heard someone say, you know, everybody loves the Bee Gees, but you either love or hate Led Zeppelin.
Mm.
Who would you rather be, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think that some people get it and some people don't get it. And it's okay, you know. I think it depends on like what they value as like reference, you know,
mm-hmm,
too.
mm-hmm,
So yeah.
yeah. Next question.
Next question. Where do you get your inspiration from? Do you look
So
for
the
it?
circles I shared, that's the meditation thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
but like nowadays.
So I have many series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a flow series, which is about flow state. I have a balance series, which is about order and chaos. I have a Godspeed series, this one behind me. I made this painting in 1 second. It's called Dancing in the Moonlight. And I have a series called When Two Hearts Meet. I have a Trent and a Quote series. I have a couple others as well. But ultimately, I had this other just fucking mystical peak experience last summer where I realized my gallery wasn't a mindfulness art gallery anymore. It was a transcendent art gallery, which is
Okay.
the highest state of consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
which is achieved by serving other people. And I realized, wow, I do a lot of that work. And ever since I started the gallery, I've been able to free 26 families from slavery in Pakistan.
I read that.
From like brickyard slavery. And it just started because my friend sent me a letter and he said, hey, I want to go to India and Pakistan and do some work with like orphans and widows and slaves. And he was looking for financial support. So I just decided to donate, and we just keep doing it.
That's beautiful. It's so important to give it back, you know.
Yeah. So I like to do that, and it also just makes me feel like my work isn't just for me. I get to have a positive impact on other people by giving, and you know, in this case, freeing slaves. So we continue to do that. Ironically, the first painting I did was Abraham Lincoln with the mohawk, which was the ultimate slavery abolitionist.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
maybe that was like some foreshadowing for me.
Uh-huh.
We continue to free slaves. So, next question.
Okay, wait. I'm processing, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever like tried other mediums besides of painting?
Photography.
Okay.
Yeah. My next trip is going to be to Costa Rica to photograph hummingbirds.
Nice.
To sell in the gallery.
Beautiful. Costa Rica is beautiful. It's super tropical, very green. Food's great. People are happy. Good vibes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe Colombia as well. I've heard that's potentially better than Costa Rica for hummingbirds.
For hummingbirds? I don't know about hummingbirds, but for coffee, yes. Yeah. Colombia is very vibrant. The colors, you know, and the people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right.
I've done some furniture, I've done hair, landscape design, jewelry. Got some jewelry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you feel like painting fulfills you the most? Or do you feel fulfill it when you're doing the other stuff too?
Yeah, I like to do it all. Probably I have the most experience with painting.
Okay.
So I think there's more of a sacred connection there.
Okay. Do you have any advice for people that are looking to find their way in this creative path? Like, yeah.
Yes. So to start, find something that you can make, that you can sell at a high dollar, and then meet people who can afford to buy what you're making.
Okay.
So if you decide you want to start off and make maybe $10,000 a month in revenue, what do you have to make and how many of those do you have to sell, and where are you going to meet these collectors?
How did you connect with those people?
So we're in Solana Beach on Cedros, and they live all around us.
Yeah, you have
So
a
they
lot of
come in.
visibility here. It's
So this
great.
is a spot, right? This is a spot where people come to buy beautiful artwork and get their homes furnished by top-notch designers, and get the best appliances and floors and yada yada yada. So, you know, there's nothing more expensive than cheap rent when it comes to high-end art, luxury goods. So if you plant yourself where no one's going to see you, or you're not going to have that type of clientele, you're not going to sell anything. So you know, having a place like this is a financial risk and commitment.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to sell art on this scale if I didn't have this
Yeah.
rent and these expenses.
Do you have to go out there and look for people though, like for buyers?
Yeah, we go out all the time. We do outside and inside sales.
Okay. How do you do
Yeah.
like outside sales?
Door to door, business to business, and some door knocking.
Okay.
Yeah, because you could tell, like, if there's contractor trucks outside of an expensive home that's getting a remodel, they're going to need artwork, so we'll knock on those doors. And interior designers, there's thousands of those in San Diego County. And builders, developers, anyone in the trades, they meet people that need art.
Yeah. That's
Good place.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's just paintings, right?
Yeah.
There's many different things you can make that you'll have to market differently.
Who's this other artist that you have behind you?
Jay Johansson, master portrait artist. He lives in Rancho Santa Fe. And he's a big inspiration, friend, and mentor of mine. He's got art in about eight.
I like the Frida one, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the black, the shadows.
Yeah, it's my favorite Frida. We've sold a few of his Fridas in the past. It's a new one. He's really good. I mean, he paints things that I don't really want to paint.
Yeah, the portraits. Huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to paint portraits.
Okay, you mentioned that he was your mentor. Did you have a lot of mentors throughout your journey? Like, do you think this is something important?
I would say maybe 3. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He's the main one.
How did that like benefit your life? Like the impact, like the positive impact that it had in your life?
So we talk about like different ideas for art, what we think we will want to make and why. We talk about like any business, our sales goals, how we're going to hit them. And then I help him sell a lot of art.
So it's very much like an exchange, huh? You're helping him as well.
Oh yeah, I sell his art, and then sometimes like some of his collectors will buy my art. My collectors buy his art.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ethan, I think that's it by my end. I love your work, to be honest. That one is beautiful.
Futura.
That one is so magnetic too. I feel like a pulse,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna put Futura up and move Solana, the orange circle, in the middle, take the white circle down.
Yeah, I think that will look good, honestly.
Yep, and then move I think I'll put the white circle over there.
You keep all the blue ones in one wall.
I think it's a good idea for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to make and sell?
See, I'm asking people, I'm having this conversation with a lot of different people, right? That do art, because I'm very much like, at a period on my journey, kind of like understanding what I want to do, because I do a lot of different things, like it really depends of like the tools that I have at that moment. If I have more space, if I have a garden, I do that. If I have painting, I would paint. If I have a camera, I would do photography. If I have a paper and a pencil, I'll write, so, and that's amazing. But I feel like I want to like choose something, and work in one thing, because then I can like improve my skills. But that's been the struggle of my life. Like I don't know if I'm gonna get to that point, honestly, or just gonna keep like doing a bunch of different things,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm going out there looking for guidance and clarity and see what happens. Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. That was really good. Cut.
All right.
Did that help? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Well, thank you again for your time. And I will see you around.
All right.
Alrighty.
I hope you're